At 43, I've lived many lives so far. I've been saying that a lot lately, but to kind of elaborate on that, I've been a postal worker for nearly 14 years, or was. Sorry, my arm hurting with this angle. Then I proceeded to work warehouse jobs and also felt like I was going to focus on being a full-time entrepreneur. Didn't know how to go about that. After taking a chance on myself when the pandemic started, I feel like a lot of us entrepreneurs, awakened or took, our leaps of faith around that time, right? So I went through that phase where I felt like I didn't want to punch a clock anymore. Hold on. And now shaping young minds, connecting in a way of wanting to make a change, basically. Working with young children helps me. Sorry, I have to switch arms, y'all. I'm trying not to. I'm always, first of all, I got to pivot for 1 second. My brain is all over the place if you know me. When I make my YouTube videos, my face is always like this. No matter how far, my arms are short is what I'm trying to say, y'all. So I hate the fact that I'm trying to hold my arm as far as it could possibly go so that my face is not like this in the video. It's crazy. And I got a big face, which I love, like big, like a big face watch. But back to the message. Skip on to the next, because what I gotta say is important, right? So all those lives that I've already lived and I'm continuing to live because, I got plenty more time on this earth. Amen. Okay. Finding our purpose and passion is constantly an ongoing journey. We're going to discover more and more things that we're passionate about, that we feel like is part of our purpose and part of our reason for being here, right? On this part of this journey. So I am realizing one of the things that providing spaces for people to come together and heal together, even though I've been doing that for a while now, when I go and even dance in spaces, or I go and share laughter in spaces, when I hold space and share my life experience, that is all a part of healing, on top of the fact of, like, I love to go out and support and I love to chip in, especially when it comes to birthing ideas and birthing platforms and all different types of ish, okay? So that brings me to finding out a new purpose. I have decided that I want my reality to reflect people working collectively together. I want it to reflect that we are not focused on money because it's a construct that was created and we don't truly need it. Now, hold on, don't go. I want to, when I say that, I'm saying that there was a time, and I know because I played the video game, I am 43, I mentioned in this video, where Oregon Trail taught us that bartering was a thing. So I am bringing it back effectively on Facebook, because what better thing than to use an old school platform to bring back an old school way? And we all barter. We all do it. When you borrow from your neighbor, when somebody has something that you want, like we borrowing clothes or bartering shoes or whatever the case may be, we all effectively participate in bartering. If you haven't, let me know, because I'm sure there's a way I can make you think or reflect on a time that you probably did, right? But anyhow, so I want to bring that back effectively. I have a page on Facebook. It used to be called Helping Other People, because back in the day, if you remember me, during the pandemic, one of the other things that I did was create a group where I wanted people to share the different resources and links and stuff like that. Way before it was a thing, and I don't care that it's a bigger thing. Like they said, if you don't act on like your passions or purpose or whatever, it'll bounce to the next person who's ready for that. And I continue that work, and I'm sure people was doing it way before then too, before I did it on my group. So that's another thing. Let me put a pin in what I gotta say, because I want to say this too. This is turning to a soapbox moment, but we gotta get out of our ego when it comes to people doing things similar to us. Because if you think about it, we all, first of all, we're connected, right? And we're all creative creatures, right? So, if you have an idea to put on a show, put on an event, if somebody else has an idea to put it on a show, put on an event, let's not be so egotistical that we think that someone is only doing something because we've done it too. When there are so many ways commonly that we express ourselves. So Why are we wanting people to limit how they want to express themselves just because we feel like it's similar to us? So stop that. That's what I want to say. Boom. Back to the point. So bartering. I have rebranded that Helping the Other People group that I started a long time ago. And it is now Philly Bartering and Support Club, right? So you can go on there. You can share things that you want to barter. You can ask people what they would like to exchange for. You can offer free things. You can offer things that people can promote on there, but it's limited. Do not go in that group and just be sharing your flyer, just be sharing your event, just be sharing your service, and not give to the community as far as your energy and your efforts and your true like support is in many forms, right? Don't go in there just being a bot. That's what I'm gonna call it, because I'm gonna have to bop you out of there. So, yes, let me know if you want to join. Let me know in the comments. I'll be in people DMs and stuff like that, because social media, for me, is the most effective way. Oh my God, this video is almost 8 minutes. The most effective way for me to reach people, because I'm working in a million different places throughout the day. So I don't, sometimes when I'm at physical places, I can talk to people about what I'm doing, but most of the time I'm there to enjoy what's going on or support others. And sometimes I feel uncomfortable sharing what I got going on because I don't want to seem pitchy or like I'm on angles. And when I first started out creating things, people would look at me funny when I would talk about what I got going on at their event. So I don't know, whatever. Moving on to the next thing. Another thing that I'm really happy about, and that's part of my purpose and part of my passion. And I'm going to be sharing this with my partner, because when I told her about it, she was so excited too. And we usually on the same page when it comes to like how we express ourselves with spirituality and stuff like that, to that nature. But the Sacral Journaling Club. Now, I thought I was meaning to call it Sacred Journaling Club, because to me, journaling is sacred, but the word sacral kept coming out. And then I was like, well, duh, that's connected to creativity and chakras and all that stuff. If you haven't experienced me do the Erica Taz chakra journey, hit me up. I can come out and do it at your next event. Or when I have an event, come out and experience, it's an activation. But back to Sacral Journaling Club. It is on Facebook. How do you get on it? It's not in the same group as the Bartering Club. It is $1, literally 99 cents right now. Why? Because also, spiritual people, we should not feel ashamed. Now, don't be out here like gouging people and stuff, but we should not feel ashamed to also want to receive support for our gifts, for our organization, for our energy, everything. Everybody should. We should be exchanging resources. $1, like, I don't even think you can buy 2 snacks at the corner store with $1, but you can join the Sacral Journal Club for $1 on Facebook right now, because what you're going to receive from it, okay, from your offering of $1, we're going to have hub only, club only, lives, a safe space where people can talk about, events about, or express what they wrote down in their journals with prompts that I'm going to provide. So I'm going to do the legwork, but of course the community is our community. So you guys can also suggest some journal prompts and stuff like that. But I'm going to prepare all those things. Also, there'll be ways if you guys need to get materials and tools, we'll be able to provide them, and either through free giveaway or for very low cost too. I'm also starting off September 1st. Both of those clubs start off September 1st. And I'm doing a like crossover because I love the people in my environment or whatever, or in my space when they're doing things to support as much as I can. So there is someone that I'm connected to, Viola Swindell, who is starting, I believe it's a faith-based journal that she's starting though, and it has scriptures and all these other things. It's going to be a digital product. So if you need a journal to use during the club, you'll be able to utilize one from her should you choose to. But there'll be other ways and stuff that you can get a journal. But it's so many places to get journals. So do what you feel is best for you. But something that's guided, that's going to have a lot of like tools and stuff like that is usually my jam. So I'm just saying, we'll be doing in-person meetups. Damn, can't even talk. For the people in my local area. We'll also do some virtual meetups as well. And it's going to be a good time for 99 cents. Okay, 99 cents, I believe, for now, the introductory membership. I think after that it'll be two, so it still ain't breaking no bank. But again, because I'm organizing a lot of the things to prepare the club, I'm very happy, excited, and serious about this. So now I'm at almost 12 minutes of talking to my screen that I'm going to upload so you guys can receive this information. And it's Erica Taz with more purpose and more passion. And I hope that you are locked in and tapping in to your passions and purpose as well. All right, peace.